Available listings continue to increase. We're going to talk about that this week in Seattle's Eastside Real Estate Market Update. Hi, I'm Tony Meier with Windermere Real Estate. I'm going to distill my 34 years experience and over 700 closed transactions into actionable information you can use to understand the real estate market and make decisions on your involvement. We've got bonus stats for you this week, so stick around for it, but we're going to cover our normal things, which is rates, for sale and pending, months of inventory, and a median sales price. First up is interest rates. So unfortunately, interest rates are beginning to rise again. We had gotten close to 6% and rates are on the increase at this point with an average this week at 6.7. One new number we've got for you this week is the 52-week range, which shows you where rates have been over the last 12 months or 52 weeks, as low as 5.05 and as high as 7.37. So we're on the upper end of that range at this point. Next up is our active listings. These are increasing. Well, again, we expect this to happen this time of year, but we're up 6% from last week, and this is the highest number we've seen so far year to date. Again, it is expected, but it also is changing some of the dynamics of the market when we talk about months of inventory in just a minute here. Our pending sales took a decrease from last week. We're down 5%, so that is the other side of the supply versus demand equation, months of inventory. Speaking of months of inventory, we're up to 1.01 months of inventory, up 16% from 2022 and up a tick from obviously last week, which was also up from the previous week. So we are seeing that market shift a little bit, and I think interest rates is really the biggest dynamic. So what's important for sellers is proper pricing today. For buyers is taking a look at the market and understanding your opportunities and where each home fits into it. While we do have choices in the marketplace, those choices are not abundant, so every home has to be analyzed and understood whether it's a good value or not, and if so, move forward. It might be competitive. It may not be, depending on the price range in the area, and we can help you understand that. Speaking of price ranges, median price, we are reaching the highest levels that we've seen so far this year. We're up 6% from last week and down only 5% from 2022. And I'm going to show you, and I talked about bonus stats, we're going to talk about that. So this is a bonus stat this week, median sales price year over year. So we're 20 weeks into the year, and we look at this on a weekly basis. So far, our peak prices that we were down from last year was as much as 37%. On a year over year, looking at that individual week compared to that same week the year before. Our average so far this year is down 15%, but as of this week, we're only down 5%. So you're seeing significant recovery in prices compared to where we have been relevant to the last year and where we're seeing the market going at this point. So that's good news for the stability and faith of a purchase, knowing that the market is not going to go to hell in a handbasket, as they say. Bonus stat number 2 is volume. So our volume really is down. We're down 28%. If you look at the total closings in the 20 weeks this year, we've had 1,387 closings. Last year we had 1,924. So interest rates really have impacted overall volume and buyer and seller demand on both sides of this equation. Just less people moving this year. So if you are going to venture into the market, you need to be serious about that. You need to be cognizant about pricing. As a seller, make sure you're pricing your property properly. As a buyer, you need to be pre-qualified. You need to understand the impacts of interest rates, and you need to seize the opportunities that exist because prices are rising at this point. So if you have questions about the marketplace, we talk about Eastside stats in general, but we've got numbers specific to neighborhoods, cities. We're happy to help you understand. You can leave questions down below in the comments. You can reach out to us by phone or text at 425-466-1000. If you like what we have to say, please share this with your friends. Hit the subscribe button. It helps get our message out. And hit the bell icon to be notified of our future updates. Well, that's it for now, and have a great week. Take care.